Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Double, and this is Double D Guitar, and today we're looking at the Lekato SMK-25. I recently did a video for the MS-1s, and they are the in-ear monitor setup, and I think they're awesome. And you know, one of the things I like to do here is try to get you set up with stuff so that you can make music and record or stream or whatever it is you're doing. This Lekato keyboard not only is a USB keyboard, not only does it have sustain pedal input, it also offers some Bluetooth connectivity. So my big goal is to get it connected to my Mac and create a quick little jam that you can just despise and skip past once it happens. So let's pop this bad boy open. See on the back, it tells you some of the things about it. Battery supplied portable MIDI keyboard controller, so battery operation in there, 25 keys, so 2 octaves plus the extra C, 8 RGB backlit pads with velocity sensitivity so you can tap it or really pound it to get your drum pads natural sounding. Assignable rotary encoders, 360 degrees, and there's 8 of those. Capacitive, oh yeah, these little touch stripes for modulation and pitch bends. They're capacitive touch. You don't have a little wheel or a little bar, you know, kind of thing. Hi, Luca. Sustain port, MIDI out port, all in one. Okay, so the sustain port, I guess, maybe acts as MIDI out. And it's got USB, so it'll act as a USB connector compatible with DAW workstations. Smart chord and scale feature make you get inspiration easily, and we will see how easily I get inspiration, because sometimes it's tough, right? It comes with a user manual. Let's see here. Pop this out. It comes with keyboard, obviously, USB cable, and that's about it. There goes that. I have a USB cable set up that I don't want a USB cable, right? It's nice they throw it, but my goal is to go wireless. Probably looks familiar to you if you've messed with something like this before. Turn it on because it is battery controlled. Yeah, so there's our 8 drum pads, and there is pad B. So you can, so the colors become different. So you're going to be sending certain drum sounds or certain key sounds, whatever it is that you're playing, and then you'll have pad B, which will be a whole another set of 8 sounds that you can be triggering. Whatever it is you're programming, you have twice as many pads, because you can hit pad B there. Knob B as well, so these knobs are going to be multifunction. Looks like if you hit them together, it will lock the velocity so that it's full strike all the time. What else? Arpeggiator down here. I have different controls. I'll talk about that in a little bit. So there's some software that you can download for this. We'll give that a shot. I know that will be how you can program the different commands and the MIDI controls and such out of here so that you have a little more control over it. Kind of like if you're familiar with some of the other ones, you can do that within their software. So I will hopefully be able to find that software for the SMK-25. And let's get this thing connected. In the video for the Mvave Chocolate, I talked about how it has Bluetooth functionality and that it could pair up with a couple of different dongle types. It looks like that dongle set that I bought is coming in handy, because this little guy right here, a USB dongle that sees MIDI, it's the MIDI B dongle within that set. That is, so far, has been the only way I've been able to get this thing to open, to connect to my Mac. It's not being seen here when I pull it up in Bluetooth, and when I pull up the Bluetooth settings, even though I am in Discover mode, it's just not really seeing anything here. But as soon as I plug this little dongle in, hopefully it doesn't crash my computer. Oh man, I'm gonna pause because this is how I've already had to re-record this part, because plugging this in made my computer crash. Started recording right off the bat. Okay, it looks stable. But you saw that shows up down here, Bluetooth device. As soon as I plugged that MIDI B dongle in, it shows up here, and I hit connect. And now if you look, my Lekato keyboard is connected to it. And it's spinning, but you know what? I'm pretty sure it's gonna work just fine in GarageBand. So I'm going to spend a little time working in GarageBand here, make a little jam. So now that I have GarageBand launched, I just happen to have a couple of inputs already. What we're going to do is go down here below them, or you might not have anything. So like what I could do is delete all these, and delete all these. Now that I have nothing there, it's going to ask me if I would like a selection of 4 choices. I'm going to select MIDI, double click on it, and we immediately are given this keyboard sounds, and yep, my Lekato is already playing the keys. That's cool. Okay, so that happened real quickly. And now I can select different keyboard sounds. So at this point, I forgot to turn my mic back on, but what I'm doing basically is selecting a drum track. There you go. I've gone to electric drums. Then I hit record so that I can start tracking whatever rhythm I kind of feel. You can always change the drum sounds later in your DAW. And you know, real easy. All the GarageBand stuff you could go through now and change it to different drum sounds now that I have that pattern in. These pads up here can be set within the DAW, and I don't know. I don't know this DAW well enough to be able to do that. But immediately I'm messing around in GarageBand. I got a little drum kit. Now let's see if we can. I'll go ahead and pull up a new track, new software instrument track. Pull up another software instrument track and then turn it into a bass. Yeah, right. And then we can add some bass line. You can't see that. Yeah, but I got a bass there. And you got the octave down. So, or you can go an octave up. You can go three octaves up or down. So yeah, whatever instruments you have in your DAW, you can control here. I'm just going to sit here and make that annoying noise. It's quick, easy, fun. Okay, after a little bit of looking on the Lekato website, I finally found the proper software. I had been using Cube Suite because I already had it. But if you go to any of their particular products on their website, you will see under the pictures and stuff that there's downloads for the manual and then the different software packages that you would need. And they have all their products and all their different stuff here, and it's a good looking little website. They have a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff. So that was easy. You know, I know there's a lot more you can do with this. I would have to spend a lot more time. I'd have to do a little bit of digging, probably looking through some websites and stuff like that as far as like some more MIDI control. But as you can see, I pulled up a drum kit, played some drums on the pads, pulled up a piano, kind of a sound, electric piano, then added a little bass. Real easy. Now I can pull up guitar and noodle over it, and that's gonna be the way I end this video because that was simple and fun. I was a little confused about the Bluetooth stuff. Like I said, I tried to connect it to an iPad, a couple of iPads. I thought it would just kind of see it. Real convenient. I mean, I love being wireless. You guys know I love being wireless. And you could take this guy and hook it up to whatever. I wonder if I can connect it to my phone. Can I connect it? I'm recording with my phone.
One eternity later.
Here I am with my iPhone, so I wasn't seeing the keyboard. I did download the Cube Suite app, and once you hit scan nearby devices, the SMK-25 V2 shows up, and then I can pair it. And yeah, now I'll have access to being able to reassign the pads if I need to in whatever app I'm using, you know, like GarageBand. If I want to dedicate things a little bit more specifically, you can do that with this app, which I believe is also available as an app on the computer. This is cool. I just made a jam. It's inspiring. That's what's fun about stuff like this, right? If you can sit down within a short amount of time and write something you've never done before, it's absolutely worth the time that it takes to just kind of learn how to do it. Now I have a new backing track to mess around with for the evening. It has an arpeggiator to it. You know, let's just real quick, let's put on like a synth. All right, so there's an ARP button, right? And then I think there's different. We could do the Metallica bass line for that track. Yeah, so if you're a Stranger Things fan, and then I think there's, if you hold the ARP and then hit one of the keys, now there's going to be different names here above these lower keys for different arpeggio styles. Gosh, it looks like, yeah, there's going to be all sorts of different controls. Man, it would be a deep dive. It would really be a deep dive for me to go into this. And I'm not a keyboard channel, but as you saw, I can quickly and easily create something fun with this and mess around, you know, like, let's see, what else do we got? Yeah, so depending on you hold the arpeggio down, and then depending on which key you select down in that lower octave, it does a different type of pattern. There's just down, here would be just up. Yeah, so there's that. Fun thing to mess around with if you never have, especially if you want to get into the wireless thing. I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate Lekato sending this along. Thank you very much. Very cool, very cool. Obviously, I am just scratching the surface of what this thing can do. So Lekato, the SMK-25 wireless is awesome. So thank you for sending this over. I love it. Appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time here at Double D Guitar. Thank you all for being here. Take care. All right. Bye.